Oh!
Is that it?
No, sorry. No, that was a... No, I thought we'd be okay if we went this way. Come on, this way. Come on, no, see, they don't recognize you. Oh. Come on. No, that was gonna be nasty.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Couple of health
Just do
potions.
us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
And that.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
80 gold coins. Yes, I will. That cart is well and truly gone. Right, what else did I get? I got some more loot. Oh, go back to bridge. No, stay here. I'll make my own way back. Right, we need to find out how to switch weapon. I need to look at that. Hat. I didn't get a new hat. A bandit's hat. That is an interesting choice for a soldier. The used felt hat that I had is a lot better. You have inherited my old hat. I hope it serves you well. Now, let us return to the ambassador. We have to confront him, I think, of what has transpired. We'll have to see whether or not to push on the fact that they've been torturing prisoners and forcing them to consume potential cures to this Malachor. Ambassador Sahin.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Ignore my attire looking somewhat more ragged than when I first appeared before you earlier. The charlatan.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Oh, okay. If we confront him on the lie, it's probably not going to be great. But if these injustices are happening, we need to confront him on it.
Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And that
And
reaction
you
tells
to
me
a
all I
legate
need
of
to
the
know.
congregation of merchants that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist at the bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye,
Yes.
Lord de Sade.
Goodbye. That's what you get for treating me like a fool. And I think the Teleme are treating us as perhaps even greater fools. Trying to do their persecution for them. Well, that is... well, one thing done. I did level up at some point. I don't remember having to spend more points. Oh my word, my trousers are rather pink. It's a look. It is a look. Now, the coin merchant, the vendor. Will going to the coin guard barracks help us resolve this issue? We're right there. We might as well go say hello. And as well, before we forget immediately, can I level up at all? Here we are. Remaining points. Instantly heals the caster. Magic healing. That is down the route of stasis. And there does appear to be some crossover with the skill trees. Group healing. Could be very useful. Steel healing. Restores armor. Magic healing restores more health. Cleanses poisons. What else do we have? Shield of the Enlightened. Increased physical armor and regenerates it progressively for the duration of the effect. Useful to protect oneself from enemies wielding light weapons. Storm sends a shockwave, causing stasis for all enemies in combat. Intriguing. That would be a very useful one. Lightning Dash. Allows the use of an instantaneous dash when quickly dodging a second time. Only works with Divine Magic Ring. And Shadow Burst. Knocks back and deals magic damage to all enemies around the caster. File throw. Okay, let's, for the moment, do I need to put a point here? I've already got that. Ravenous Shadow. Shadow Missile and Shadow Impact inflict more damage, or stasis lasts longer. Let's go for damage. Fire that. Okay. Attributes. Next point is at level 4. Probably go for willpower, I think, at that point to get more magic points. Talents. That's at level 5 next. But I assume Kurt gives us a bonus for that then. Character development. Characters. Kurt. Can I see where Kurt gives me bonuses? Here we go. I think. Relationship level suspicious. Why are you suspicious of me, Kurt? I thought we were friends. I thought we were brotherly. Right. Let's go on into the guard barracks. This is your neck of the woods then, Kurt, is it? You. Who are you?
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Not yet. You know, this type of mission is not really my speciality.
Oh, that's to your honor. But the commander did give the order to you. His Excellency might be able to help you. Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
I'm certain you do expect that. The command... How are we supposed to deal with this? Because he's refusing. Where do we find this guy's master? And are we somewhere that we shouldn't be? And could I pinch a gun? Also, very quickly... Okay, right, that's how we do that then. That's how we switch to our hammer. I could do... Oh, that's the back of the tavern. So we could have actually just gone through the coin guard barracks if we wanted. But for some reason we chose not to go through that door. Right, well, excuse me, sir. Is the commander here? No.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
It
Does
might
your
be.
vest belong to last year's fashion?
But the jacket's not fashionable at all.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I don't think we've ever met before. Let's sell some of the crap that we've picked up, first of all. That might be a good idea. The old blackened quartz sword. Let's hold on to that. Because it is a rare weapon, it seems. The saber can go. We did pick up a couple of bandit hats. Traveling suit. Should we hold on to it for the moment? Old reinforced gloves. We'll keep the priest gloves just for the moment. Comfortable boots. It's going to be sad to see them go. They were comfortable. And we'll keep the collar. We don't have anything else. Right, that'll do there. What can we
Thank you for your visit.
buy?
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Yes, and you.
Have you seen...
Right. The Vicar's Ring. Stun is less. Fury generation is higher. Novice Ring. That's exactly what I have. Is there a... Broadsword of the Trial by Ordeal. Kurt. How is that for you? It's a lot more damage. It's 36 physical damage. +1 armor damage. Stun. And should we hold on to our money for now? Because that will be most of our money. Firearms? I don't think I should need a firearm if I've got magic. And I don't even know if I can use them. Might be... Yeah, I can't use firearms. Old explorer's hat. Sailor's... Right, sailor's coat. That's not a bad look. And it's a fair bit more armor for me. And right now, I think armor is something I quite desperately need. Let's get that then. Some officer's sailor coat. Old stained shirt. I mean, we could just throw in a towel and have no armor whatsoever if we really wanted. Let's go for the sailor's coat. It's less elemental resistance, it's more magic resistance, it's less poison resistance. But better balance and better armor. Let's buy and equip that. Right then. Yes, see you anon. It really does show off. My lovely pink trousers and my lovely green socks. Right, where was this other fellow? Okay, so we can climb rather deftly, it seems. Right. You.
And so you're back, sir?
Yes.
Do you have our second payment with you?
No, I do not. Look, this isn't going to end well for you. This isn't going to end in your favor.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with you.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
No, it's fine, Kurt. I'm here to help. I don't have a lot of patience with thieves. Where are we heading? Round the corner? Round the corner we go. Right. Get ready for the fight, Kurt. You two gonna behave yourselves? You two just guards? Well, well, well.
To my help, and death to the others!
Come on. Has somebody got a gun? Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, get him.
Drink a potion.
Oh. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, this isn't good. Come on. Oh god, no. I'm getting beaten up. I can't even drink a potion. Oh.
And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ow. I feel like I'm just constantly blocking. You know what? Is this not actually a bad strategy? That's it. What are you going to do about it, Smelly? Yeah, oh, okay. You got nothing on me, though. I just want a potion. Stun. And block that. Stun him again. Okay. There's a bit of a rhythm to this. And if I can stun you.
Stop! I beg of you.
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
It's rather
Yes,
counterintuitive,
yes.
given we've been
Don't hear
knocking
me
his head
anymore.
about, but
Very
I
well.
won't argue with the result.
I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
He has the
Yes, good sir.
Malachor.
I'll take care of it immediately.
What is the Malachor? Oh, right, we kind of upset our own faction, I think. Well, I'll take all this coin. And all of this. Anything else? Oh, this is one of the walls!
It's not possible just now.
I could destroy... Oh, that would be... Well, that would have been nice if we could have blown up that. We could have entered with a bit of a bang. Bit of flair. Were there other ways in as well? Oh, right, take all of this. Dragon Blood Resin. Major health potion. Yeah, we're not getting down there, but there's a chest that I want. That's unfortunate. Right. Oh, going down's a lot quicker than going up. No, it is not. Oh, let us get back to your quartermaster then. Where were you lost a minute ago? Were you just listening to all those gunshots and deciding, you know what, I don't want to get involved in this? You know, not doing your jobs. I thought you were guards. I thought you were supposed to, you know, guard. It's in the job description, don't you think? Alright, we're back. We solved your problems for you.
Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
That we have.
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
What?
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible.
Oh, we're just
But
bringing
the
on our
Port
ship.
Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through.
Oh.
And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Your commander might, though.
But you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
God, this... I don't envy you, Kurt. It sounds like you don't have a particularly fulfilling job. It sounds like they're just trying to take advantage. So we need to smuggle, then, some equipment, which we most probably need if we're going to this island. We want all the equipment that we can get. And how are we supposed to do that? Oh, ignore all the bodies. It's disconcerting. Right. I mean, surely we can just have a word with the captain and just, you know, rush things along, maybe? Port quarter. We've still not found my cousin. In fact, there's very little sign of our cousin. Bit of borage. Right, let's... Is this ship ours, then? Or the one that we'll be taking, at any rate? Quite an impressive vessel. How many weeks are we going to be at sea, do you think? I'm asking for a friend that I know is quite, you know, gets a bit seasick.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly.
Oh, that's a nice jacket.
Porcelain is worth more than your life.
Oh.
Though some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco,
And you are?
There goes the porcelain.
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
This gentleman strikes me as a privateer
Apologies.
rather than a military
Apologies for
man.
my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is
What
he
about
an
my
important
cousin?
member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
Might find them
I doubt
together.
that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Absolutely. If there's a disappearance, we should investigate that, especially if he's going to be part of the crew. About this cabin boy, when did you last see him? 2 days ago?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Sounds pretty sound. So, would they have any acquaintances in Serene that they might have gone to visit?
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
And any close friends aboard the ship?
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Aye, aye. These... Well, have you heard about any word of heretics down at the docks, by the way? I've got another sort of chore to do before we leave. I've been asked to try and find some. There might be smugglers.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them.
Fair
That
enough.
said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
Oh.
Smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Well... let's keep it to ourselves. We've got a bit of a job to do. Nothing that I'm seeking to smuggle, of course.
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemy's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
Oh,
And so you know about that?
perhaps I should have been more open.
Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Norts. No one else may enter.
Right, so how am I supposed to get to your smuggler then? I was caught. We could ask about the merchandise. Captain, this merchandise that we're supposed to be bringing, do you think you'd be able to help us? You know, move it along to the ship without going through the normal formalities?
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
I mean, we'll be
Captain,
aboard.
I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
I'm not done yet.
Commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves.
Exactly.
It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
What I was thinking. So long as it's on the manifest and in the warehouse, they're not going to look twice at it, are they? So, anything else? The Naught. You are a Naught, are you?
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question,
The magic.
any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
So you are a nation at sea, in a way. This magic of yours, though, magical... I don't want to say pirates. You do seem rather law-abiding, and you're not keen to start smuggling. Privateers? Will that be the right word? Magical privateers. What do you know of Tier-Fredy? Have you ever been there before?
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tier-Fredy?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
Strangely familiar. Are you talking about my particular mark? So, the Port of Serene, anything I should know before I go about my business?
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Yes, I will not be sorry to see the back of the Malachor. Hopefully it doesn't afflict our ship. You haven't seen my cousin, by the way, Constantine. He's conspicuously absent.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Coin Tavern,
to
is
be
that
of
near the
some
Coin
help.
Barracks? And I'll be about my business.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
We have a lot
He's a
to do.
captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
And how exactly would I do that? I've got to get the crates in to the warehouse as well and tamper with the manifest. There's something else I'm sure the captain's relatively protective of. Excuse me. Zones controlled by other factions. This zone is under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. A costume, torso, of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach, but if a guard spots you, it will result in a violent response and damage your reputation with this faction. Does this count as a costume? What I'm wearing is a sailor's coat. But I mean, you're definitely not wearing a sailor's coat, are you? Oh no, I am dressed. I'm dressed just like you. Hello. Okay, so the tattoos are a naught thing. And maybe there might be a more subtle way in. Right. Wire all of this. Can I tell you to wait? Kurt, no? Fine, come along. Up. There's a hole in that warehouse. Dear Liza, dear Liza.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in.
Oh, my
Unless we
mark.
just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
It's doable. So, let's have a look. What's over here? There is a multi-big... Oh. Fire. Come on, Kurt. Don't mind me. Just being about my way. Kurt, you coming? Right, we probably don't want to get caught doing this, because we don't want to anger the guy who's going to be captaining our ship. That would be very bad. Oh, hello. I can't pick the lock. Right. So, what have we got down here? Is this... Take all of this. I don't see any sign of a log. I don't think this is where the log's going to be. What's out here? Can we have a look through the window before we go out? I mean, the coast looks clear. Anything through there, though? Hey, come on. This seems to have been a bit of a mistake. Let's just go back. Let's go back the way we came. Let's try and concoct a bit of a sleeping draft, maybe. So I've got the costume. I just need to hide my face. How would I go about doing that? Do with a scarf. Come on. Stuff in that chest. This could be foolish. There's stuff in these boxes. I want. Back. Careful. Let's not go that way. Come on. Let's just go back up here. Or would it be him that we're taking the guard down there, I mean? Is that who we're going to get a costume from? By putting them to sleep. I think we actually might be safe as long as we don't go running into these buildings. Or quarter. Sleeping draft, then. If we can make a sleeping draft, we might be able to do this a little bit more easily. Let's take stock. Hello? Oh, Mr. Dorkorsilin.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
No,
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I'll let you know. But I don't think there's any reason to suspect foul play just yet. What's going to be your role on the island? Are you going to continue to teach my cousin and I?
What will be your official title on Tier Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
I feel like you're helping the prince or the king prepare for something.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Plotting out where the resources are. Strategic interests. I don't want to call you a spy, because that's clearly not who you are, but you're not just there for us, clearly.